Hello, we're going to be working on building a bridge in Fusion 360. So first thing you're going to want to do is go to Google, type in Fusion 360 student download. It should be the first thing that pops up on the top there. And then you click that. Inside here, you're going to want to create an account with Fusion 360. They will send you an email, a verification, and then you're going to want to sign in right here. And you can download the software and install it on your Mac or on your Windows. It will not work on a Chromebook. So next thing we want to do is once you've got Fusion 360 installed, you can see it will appear. It will appear in your dock. It is this F, kind of orange F right here. So I'm just going to click it once, and it will pop open. A couple things we want to be aware of when we are inside of it. To create a new file, if you click on this little page icon and click New Design, that's going to create a new untitled file right here. Up in the top right corner, it should have your name that you created. If you click on that under Preferences right here, you're going to want to make sure that under the General tab, down under Pan, Zoom, Orbit, and Shortcut, you have Tinkercad highlighted here as your preference for that. That's what we will be using through these tutorials. Okay, click OK right here, and you're ready to go. So first is we want to create our sketch of our bridge. So up on the top right here, there is a little kind of square with a plus on it, and this is your sketch tab. So I'm going to click on that. It's going to ask me which plane do I want to sketch on. If I right-click my mouse, I can sort of change my view in 3D space. That's right-clicking my mouse. And if I click down on my mouse scroll wheel, that's my pan. So I can change my view that way too. You notice there is this square up on the top. You can also tab these faces to change your view, or click the home icon to take you back home. So we need to choose a face. It doesn't really matter which one you choose. I'm going to choose the XY right here. You see I'm hovering over it, and I'm going to click it once. Okay, once I've clicked that once, you'll notice your whole area across the top here changes because we are in sketch mode now. So in sketch mode, we are going to sketch out our design. I'm just going to click down on my mouse scroll wheel, just kind of move that circle over, that's the center. And I'm going to click on the Create tab right here, and I'm going to click on the line tool right here, or tap L on my keyboard. So once I've done that, you'll notice on the side here too, there is a sketch palette drop-down menu. So if you click plus on that, there's all these different options. The only one we're concerned about is the construction option, because we're going to be creating construction lines. So click on the construction option here, and then I'm going to come down to my circle. Actually, I'm just going to minimize that to get it out of the way so it's not bothering me. Now, we have restrictions on our bridge. So this is the Word document right here. So we are not allowed to be more than 550 milliliters length and 300 millimeters height. So let's stay within that. So I'm going to say 515 for my length. So I'm going to make this line 257.5. So I'm just going to click a left click once on that circle. I'm going to kind of pull out. You can see the numbers highlighted in blue. I can hit tab and I can jump between the degrees and the length. So make sure you're on the length. And I'm going to type in 257.5. That will send my line way out there. And then I'm just going to hit enter on my keyboard, and that's going to lock my line in and give me a dimension. So I'm just going to use my mouse wheel to scroll out a bit so I can see my full line right here. Now, next thing I want to do is I want to create my height here. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to click on Create. I'm going to click on Line, and I'm just going to click on the center. I'm going to go up, and I'm going to type in, let's see, let's go to 30. Okay, so there we go. So I'm just going to back out a tiny bit here so you can see that. Now I'm going to hit enter on my keyboard, and there we go. So next thing, I'm going to create an arc between these two. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Create. I'm going to go down to Arc right here. I'm going to click on 3-point arc, and I'm going to hover over the circle. It should snap to it. And then I'm going to go down here. I'm going to hover over the other circle, and it should snap to it. And I'm just going to left click my mouse. So I left click there. I left clicked on that one, and this arc will appear. So you can adjust this how you want. Make that about there. And we've got the beginnings of our bridge. So now that we've got that, let's build the supports here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of randomize this a bit. So I'm going to click up here. Oh, I'm going to click escape. If you get stuck like this, you can always click escape and leave. So I'm going to click on my L for my line tool again, or you can click on here for your line tool. I'm going to click up in the corner, and I'm just going to drop this down, and it doesn't really matter here where I put it. I'm going to put it there. I'm going to click here. I'm going to kind of drag this one up and snap. See, I'm snapping to the other construction line. I'm going to click on here, and I'm going to come down and snap to here. And I'm going to click on here, and I'm going to bring up and snap to here. Now, if you make a mistake in any of these, you can always hit Control Z on your keyboard. Or you can take the scissor tool right here, and you can cut. The scissor tool is right there, and I can cut any of these lines out that I don't want. Okay, so we've got our basic idea of what our bridge is going to look like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the side here, and there is a select icon. I'm going to click on select, and this allows me to select what I want to work on. And we're going to offset these different lines here. So let's start with the bottom. So I'm going to click down here, and I'm going to hit O on my keyboard for offset. Also, you can click on modify, and there's the offset tool right there. So I'm going to click that, and it asks me how far do I want to offset it, and I can drag it. Now, we do not want a construction line. You can see it's offsetting the construction line. So to make sure we change that, you can see over here, there's also the offset window hovering over there. I'm going to click on my sketch palette again right here. You can see here's my sketch palette. I'm going to click plus, and I'm going to uncheck construction. And that will turn it into a solid line. So make sure you uncheck construction. So there we go. Here's my offset window right here. There's some options. Now you can choose how far you want to offset it. So you can see I can either do that in this offset position here, or I can do it right down here. I'm going to do it in the offset position window here, and I'm going to offset it by 2 millimeters. So there you go. And actually, I'm going to go bigger than that. I'm going to go 3 millimeters. And then I'm going to click OK. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to zoom in a little bit closer to that line. And I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to click on here. I'm going to hit O on my keyboard. O is offset. And this time, rather than say 3 millimeters, I'm going to type in -3 millimeters. And that's going to offset on the other side. So I'm going to click OK on that. So there we go. Now what we can do is we're going to do this along this side too. So let's click on this line right here. I'm going to click O on my keyboard. And we're just going to repeat the process. So 3 mils. I'm going to click on that line again, hit O on my keyboard, -3 mils. And we're going to continue to do this through our different support structures here. So I'm just hitting O on my keyboard, and I'm typing in the dimension 3, and I'm also typing in dimension -3 to get both sides of that. So O 3, click on it again, O -3. There we go, and I'm almost done here. So I'm going to go O 3, and then I'm going to click it once more. I'm going to go O -3. Oops, I don't think I got that one. There we go, 3. And one more, O -3. Okay, I'm not going to do that to this right here because I'm going to be using that as my mirror line, so I'll do that one last. Okay, this looks pretty good. You can see obviously there's some issues with overlapping lines, but we're not super worried about that right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down to the bottom here. You can see if I'm just scrolling in and clicking down on my mouse wheel to zoom in on problem areas. So you can see right here, this bridge is not connected. So what we're going to do is we're going to connect these two pieces. So maybe the best way to do this is I'm just going to hit L on my keyboard again, and I'm just going to click on this line. I'm going to bring this out, I don't know, to say like there. And then what I can do now is, you see there's a little check mark there. So you can hit enter on your keyboard or click that check mark to complete your line. Now, what I can do with this line, I mean, I could extend it out, but I can also, if I click on this select tool on the top and click on this line right here, under modify up on the top, there is what is called an extend function. And that will extend the line out. You can see if you click it, it will actually extend the line out and connect it to your bottom line, which is what we want. Okay, perfect. So everything else looks pretty reasonable. We'll leave that up on the top there for now. So now that we've got this set out, we are going to actually cut out these lines here. So we'll be doing that in the next video, and we'll be mirroring our image on the other side, so we don't have to do as much work.